Welcome back to Bound News Network. We are actually tracking severe weather in the region of the Caribbean as well as the Northeast, and overall severe hot temperatures across the continental United States. If this is your first time with Bound News Network, by all means go ahead and subscribe and like. Press that like button and go ahead and share this video with friends and family. We are going to be covering the Caribbean. There are actually two systems. They're almost on an identical path towards South Florida. We anticipate the impact of tropical depression, soon to be upgraded tropical storm, to for Fred, tropical depression Fred, to impact the region of the Keys as well as southeast Florida, southwestern Florida, in the early morning of Saturday. And as it makes its way across, we are anticipating some really heavy, severe rainfall in the region along the southeastern coast. Anticipated 4 to 6 inches of rain, whereas possibility as depending on the path of the storm as it skirts along the southwestern coast of Florida, impacting regions such as Naples, Fort Myers, Tampa, St. Petersburg area, impacting with up to 8 inches to 10 inches of rainfall along the region. So we are going to be monitoring exactly what's going to be happening with Tropical Depression Fred as it makes its way into the Florida Bay, into the Straits, impacting the Keys, as well as impacting with rainfall along the southeastern as well as southwestern region of Florida. As it makes its way up into the panhandle of Florida, right now the wind speed is about 35 miles per hour, moving at northwest at about 12 miles per hour. And as it makes its way into the region, residents of the Keys will start to see the effects of the weather changing very quickly. Now we do have to mention that Tropical Depression 7 is about 1,000 miles away from the Leeward Islands, and it's already with the speeds of 35 miles per hour maximum sustained winds, but that is moving really fast at about 22 miles per hour. So we anticipate the impact of tropical depression, possibly upgraded to a tropical storm by Wednesday, sometime on Wednesday morning, we anticipate, but it's quite a bit away. So, but there are already tropical storm watches for many of the islands close to Puerto Rico as well as Puerto Rico, and we anticipate additional tropical storm watches for Dominican Republic, and they are recovering from severe flooding as a result of Tropical Depression Fred, which is now impacting Florida very shortly. So the Caribbean has sort of awakened very quickly with two systems that are going to be inundating the Caribbean islands, notably Dominican Republic, once again Haiti, most likely Puerto Rico, St. John's, the Virgin Islands, British Virgin Islands, with a significant amount of rainfall very shortly from Tropical Depression 7, which is about a thousand about 1,000 miles away from impacting those islands at this particular time. But like we said, it's moving very quickly. If we take a closer look at what's actually focusing on Tropical Depression Fred, we can actually see that it's actually starting to be picked up by the Doppler radar in Key West, and we see some severe thunderstorm activity with some special marine watches along the southwestern coast, along St. Petersburg, Tampa, Cape Coral, Golden Gate region, Northport. We anticipate that as the system makes its way more into the Florida region, we will see more squalls impacting southeastern Florida along the region of Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach. But we do see some significant activity picking up, and as it makes its way into the region, we will continue to monitor the Doppler radar for here at Bow News Network can bring you periodic updates. So make sure that you smash that notification bell for updates as the system makes its way into the Florida region. But we anticipate that residents should be preparing along the region of Key West, the Keys, Key Largo, Marathon Key, for a significant rainfall very shortly. Even residents of very southeastern Florida, such as Homestead, should prepare for at least 4 to 6 inches of rain as the system makes its way in to the Florida region, and as it makes its way along the coast of southwest Florida. It's very likely that tropical force winds will be felt as far away as Miami, Kendall, Homestead region. So residents should be preparing at this particular time for quick change in the weather, as Tropical Depression Fred soon most likely to be upgraded to Tropical Storm Fred as it makes its way into the Gulf of Mexico, churning and absorbing a lot of that very warm energy from the Gulf of Mexico. Keep in mind, sea surface temperatures of the Gulf of Mexico right now are about 85 to 86 degrees. Based on our temperature forecast. So we do anticipate that that is going to be a significant amount of strengthening as it makes its way and inundating the regions of Cape Coral, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Bradenton region with a lot of rain. And forecasters are predicting that anywhere from 4 to 6 inches of rain is anticipated in many regions along the southwestern coast of Florida. Possibly even into the region of South Florida, Miami, Homestead, Kendall. They should anticipate at least up to 6 inches of rain as this system makes its way in from the outer squalls. So we are continuing to monitor this system, and we will bring you updates periodically throughout the night as the system makes its way into the southwestern region of Florida. Tropical Depression Fred with Tropical Depression 7 shortly behind it to impact Florida sometime on Wednesday. If we take a look at what's actually happening with the temperatures across the country, the temperatures have gotten really severe, ladies and gentlemen. We are battling a severe heat wave here. And even as the sea surface temperatures in the region of the Gulf of Mexico are 85 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, we're seeing some really alarming high temperatures, especially in the Pacific Northwest. Seattle coming in at 83 degrees with a max of 94. Boise, Idaho coming in at 93 degrees with a max of 102 for today. Medford, Oregon coming in at 91 degrees with a max anticipated of 103. Even Palmdale, California, we're looking at 95 degrees with a possible max of 97. If we take a look at Yuma, Arizona, coming in at 99 degrees but a max of 103, and Phoenix is coming in at 95 degrees with a max of 99. So the temperatures are not just isolated as far as extreme with respect to the drought monitor regions of Arizona, Utah, New Mexico, as well as Nevada, but it's also in the northeast also with max temperatures. New York City 95 degrees, and Raleigh, North Carolina is coming in at 95 degrees, Atlanta 92 degrees. So a significant amount of heat that millions of Americans are wrestling with. So especially it's taking a toll on the elderly as well as those who are lacking any kind of air conditioning or climate controlled environment. So definitely look out for your neighbors, especially in this time as far as we going into the summer with wrestling with more significant and severe thunderstorm, high heat in the region. Just taking a closer look at the basic precipitation model, we do see that there's significant dew points in the region of the Northeast. So with that said, we can go to our Doppler radar and we can actually see severe thunderstorms brewing in the region of Richmond as well as Washington, D.C., Charlottesville, actually moving severe thunderstorms and supercells moving, making their way east northeast, in the region of Washington D.C. And it's actually a corridor of supercells extending all the way up to New Jersey, almost a southern part of New York State. So we see some severe weather in that region. We are looking at some weather also in the region of, as you can see, it's actually starting to significantly heat up in the region of Florida, with precipitation anticipated and intensifying. You can see those outer squalls starting to impact as this system makes its way away from Cuba and more into the region of Florida. So we are actually looking at some severe storm prediction for the region of the Northeast. We can see that squall of thunderstorm activity all the way up from central Kentucky through the region of Pennsylvania into New York State, and of course another marginal risk zone for Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Louisville, Kentucky, as well as Lexington, Fayette, Kentucky region. So we're monitoring severe weather across the country at this particular time. We do anticipate there is a flash flood warning for regions in Arizona, believe it or not, and they do need the precipitation there. In southern Arizona, we do see some flash advisories in the regions of Phoenix, and do keep in mind they've been having some severe thunderstorm activity in the region of Flagstaff, Arizona also. So we're monitoring the entire country at this time for severe weather. And as always, please tune to Bio News Network for the latest information as far as severe weather in your neck of the woods. And by all means, share this video with friends, family, especially those who are preparing for severe weather in the region of Florida. If we go back to what's actually happening in the region of Florida with the tropical depression Fred, you should start to anticipate severe winds very, very early in the morning on Saturday, and winds will continue to pick up depending on where you are. You can actually see those tropical storm watches still in effect along the north coast of Cuba, but now they've actually extended all the way across southwest Florida, banding all the way up into the region of Tampa, St. Petersburg. And this corridor has received a lot of severe weather traffic. If we recall from previous storms, they have actually been impacting this region along this path, skirting along the coast of southwest Florida, severely impacting cities such as Cape Coral, Fort Myers, Naples, Tampa, St. Petersburg, and impacting the region of the Panhandle, eventually migrating into central Alabama and then working its way through states such as North Carolina, and most likely eventually migrating off into the coast of the Atlantic coast. So we're going to continue to monitor this system, Tropical Depression Fred, as well as Tropical Depression 7, that is actually making its way towards Florida based on the prediction models. It's still a little bit early for Tropical Depression 7, but we're going to continue to monitor the status on that storm as it makes its way into the region. Just going back to our Doppler radar, we can see you should prepare for some severe weather. We're already seeing in the early afternoon on Friday that there's several special marine warnings along the region of southwest Florida, and the system hasn't left Cuba yet. So we anticipate some severe weather very, very shortly for residents of southwest Florida, Bonita Springs, Cape Coral, in the region of Bradenton, Sarasota. They need to prepare for very, very strong tropical storm winds, as well as a lot of rain per an hour, very concentrated rain, which is going to lead to possibly flash flooding. As we already know, Tampa, Florida is prone to flash flooding and severe flooding. as a result of previous storms. We've actually seen that it is prone to severe flooding, so this should be definitely this depression or tropical storm should definitely be watched going into the night, into the early morning. So we will continue to monitor the system here at Bound News Network, and please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Once again, we keep asking you that. Most importantly, like the video so that it can reach others on YouTube. So we do appreciate you tuning in to Bound News Network, and thank you for watching, and we hope you have a good day. Please make sure to look for our latest update as we continue to track Tropical Depression Fred as it makes its way towards Florida. Have a good day.